Kalal Wadla Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Kakudasha, belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well, peace and salutation to the brothers, the four corners of this earth, pushing this within truth, also in sincerity, risking their lives and freedoms, more now so than ever to do so. There's Brother Manatazak here with another video. I just want to publicly say, you know what I mean, the reason I haven't popped no videos for this week, I said, mainly is because I had a tooth problem recently rectified and now I'm recovering. So I say, you know, as this is the most easy I get since, you know what I mean, I'm going to jump back on the horse, as they say. You know what I mean? Because the night, the work never stop, right? The work never stop. It's like a snowball effect, more or less. If you know what, I take that back. I really never do no deep dive into what the snowball effect is, but the point I'm getting at is once it get going, it's going, right? So that being said, you know what I mean, this might be a various topics. I don't know, I might just title like I really have a title for it. So Revelation 22 and you know what? Put this phone on do not disturb so like it. Revelation 22 and verse 12. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. And I will say, you know, so like if you can make a was say, you know, I'm not speaking loud enough right now. But that's due to the tooth being extracted. Anyhow, it was a year. Yahushua is on his way. You know what I mean? And there's the importance of the work. This is where you barter and this is how you show your faith, and we will get into that in the book of James as well. Right? This is how you show your faith, this is how you show you believe. You know what I mean? This is how you show you is one of the men who stood stiffly in the vision of Esdras, pursuing to Esdras, is it 7 and 42, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, should be done here already, might as well get it. You know what I mean? As it's in the book of Ephesians, quench not the spirit. Where was I? Second Esdras, try 7 and 42. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah, you see? Salakia, that's it. So let me see if I can get it here quick. 2 and 47, wow. Alright, Second Esdras 2 and 47. Well, you had to read up. Alright. From about 42. Second Esdras 2 and 42. I know the verse is 42. I just saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised Salakia, the Lord with songs, and in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, So what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of power. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is he that crowned them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Power, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Right? And these the reward we want when Yahushua returns. So back to the Revelation 22 and 12. Shit. Yes, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Right? And that is the reward we're looking for. That's the importance of this book to ensuring we will be one of them who has seen the vision. Right? We'll check what it say. Yes, James 2. Let me jump to that. James 2:17. It says, even so faith. If it had not works is dead, being alone. Yeah, because you could just say you believe. But you're not showing it. The word holy mean was set apart. Right? Romans 12. Make your body a living sacrifice. How you do that if you're not doing your works? You get me? It's a yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Thou believest there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But will thou, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Right? And that is it. Faith without works is dead. And that is the importance of it. How you get a reward when your whole shy come back? If you don't pay any work. It's just like in this kingdom. If you do work, you don't get fucking pay. So if you do work, you don't get no reward. If you go to work and you play the ass, you know what I mean? They pay you for what you do. You know what I mean? You will move up to, you know what I mean, supervisor, whatever you look at it. You know what I mean? That's why we always say you can't do too much for the Lord. It has no such thing as doing too much for the Lord. Yeah, so, and you can never do enough, in other words. You can never do enough for the Lord. Right? So that when the elders and them give an order now, the reason you should obey it. Because these is men who look after your soul. Right? And you get to that point as well. So like, yeah. Second is just 7 and 9 and 6. 7. The point is in 7. I bring out 7. Second is just 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby he have believed. You understand? And because why? You know the time coming with. Matter of fact, not even the time coming, the time is here. I mean, only I wish I could save us. The way, you know what I mean, this kingdom is destined to fall, the way it is set up to fall. You know? Through the greed and wantonness of Esau, you know. Right? We know it's only, according to Brother Yara, divine intervention could help us. Because we know we are about to be persecuted heavily. Right? And this is how we will be saved through what? Through the works. And mercy from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know what I mean? You'll get your portion according to your lot. You know? That's what he say. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Because alright, I saw no you believe in me because you do what I say. Right? Verse 8 shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from since the beginning. Yeah, son. Since the beginning. You know? I don't want to be like men who fall off and men who, you know what I mean, get the spirit zapped from them. That is not what we run so that we attain, you know? And drawing back to my point now, that is why we were. That is why when the elders and them say, hey, matter of fact, Elder Taha, when Elder Taha get out water, you know what I mean? you try to follow it to the best of your ability. And these is not men who will leave yokes on brothers' neck. You don't understand that. A lot of us say, do a video, Adi. Alright, after he said that, he say, hey, I know life does fucking happen. Shit happens. We going through the furnace of affliction. I can't do a video, Adi. At least 3 videos a week. And then the third video he released and he say, you know what I mean? At the end of the month, you should at least have, at the very least, an hour because 3 minutes, so like 3 videos a week by 10, of the very least 10 minutes, right? Like half an hour a week. So you should at least have an hour, which is what, 2 weeks? Look at that. Look at the maths. He say he running Truman pages, man, I even have an hour of work for the month. You know? The more work you put in, the greater your reward will be, you know. The elder just looking out for men younger than him, you know. Because he had to get back home. You know what I mean? That is the elder, that the man we follow. You know what I mean? The elders, the apostles, plural. They lead by example. Why you feel every time you go on them on the apostles on them pages, 2, 3 videos for the day alone. You know what I mean? I have brothers who working more or less just trying to make ends meet, 2, 3 jobs, whatever the case may be, and still putting in the time that they have. You know what I'm saying? As we used to say long time, the time when we could have been doing anything else, we're doing this. Because why this is just as, not even just as, this is even more important than that work. So we make sure and try to do the best. If we really can't make, we can't make. But once we could, hey, if it's just 10 minutes, we making sure and do it. And that is the importance of the heaviness, of the weightiness of doing the works. Right? This is 13 and verse 17. It says, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves for their watch for your souls, as they that must give account. Yeah, I was saying, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not grief, for this is unprofitable for you. You know what I'm saying? So that could, let's say, yeah, this brother is a diligent brother. You know what I mean? Alright. I'm going to the book of Matthew, chapter 6. And deal with the next part of the works, because this is also part of the works. Matthew 6, 1. From 1 it says, take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward from your Father, of your Father, Salakia, which is in heaven. So he's got a reward for alms, because that part of the works, right? Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not the left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father, which seeth in secret, himself shall reward thee openly. Yeah, the Lord will reward you for thy part of the road. And you always I say, oh, you will I come quickly and my reward is with me. You're getting rewarded for all this. This could have come to your mercies in the time of the Jacob trouble when shit really start to hit the fan. You know? All this is an important part of your works. Alright? Go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 13 from 1. Alright, and let me speak about charity. Because charity is not just giving money. If that is what you could do, alright, cool, but it's not just giving money. Right? It's a, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Just noise. That's all it is, fucking noise. Right? Because you are not charity. It's a, and though I have the gift of prophecy, right, and understand all mysteries because it was given unto us to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, right? Because he was at our side. And all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I have nothing. Because what is an important part of your works as well. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burnt, and have not charity, it profited me. So yeah, all your goods to feed the poor. They're talking about like that could be your money. You know what I mean? Anything you have store up, them things. That's why I was saying charity is not money. Charity is not just, you know what I mean? It's a form of charity, yes, but charity in itself, we will get on into what it is before I close off. It's a charity suffereth long and is kind. So patience and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail, whether there be tongues, they shall cease, whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. You know what I mean? The charity wouldn't, or the scripture saying, so long we go up here now, alright, then we go to the blue letter. Alright, then we got yeah, I was here. I did set it up. I was to do the video Monday, and then something went on with my device, and the little pin I get it done started to grow, so I just say, we go deal with this on a different time, man. Alright, yeah, so we get it with charity. Charity. Alright. G26. Alright. It says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, love peace. Alright. Strong's definition from G25. Agape, right? Love, i.e., affection or benevolence, which is good intentions or goodwill. Especially plural, a love feast of charitably, their love. Yeah. Now this goes back to Wallow. Wallow does remind me of the second commandment. Love your neighbor as what you love yourself. And that is an important part of your works. That's why when he was answering your I said these two is the greatest. All of them important, but these two is the greatest. You understand? First is what? Love the Lord with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength. Two is love your neighbor as you love yourself. So like, yeah. Right? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Yeah? So I hope it was enlightening. I hope it's packed food for thought to the Akim. Until next time, shalom.